back.
Wow, that was...
I know that's going to annoy Jamie.
That was very annoying.
Jamie's going to get very annoyed.
Hello. Hello.
What's up, man?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm tired today, man.
Yeah. I feel like that's been my word for the last few weeks.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Man.
Like, as much as... Do you know what's even worse? It's so great to go on holiday and it's so great to go around the world, but do you know how tiring it is?
Yeah, you're in different time zones all the time.
Yeah, to then come... Like, I've constantly come back and gone back to work.
How long of a break do you give yourself?
I don't give myself a break.
Straight.
Yeah. Because also it stops me getting jet lag.
Oh, because it forces you back into the routine. Yeah.
So like I tend to try and book, unless I'm not booking it, try and book a night flight.
So you sleep on the flight.
Sleep on the plane and go to work.
Yeah, you back.
Yeah.
Straight in, like off the plane.
Yeah. Like I think when I came back from Jamaica, I landed at like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And I had work at 2. Damn. Yeah. But then it forces you to stay awake for that day.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to bed at like 10, 11. And the cycle's straight back in.
Normal. Yeah. I think, to be fair, when we went to New York back on that school trip,
yeah,
it was about the same
thing.
Me. Yeah.
Like, I feel like if I give myself too much time, I get more tired and more lazy and don't want to get up and do stuff. Yeah. Whereas if I just keep going, I feel like that's also why I don't get sick. Because I just
keep going.
Yeah. I feel like when you stop, you get more sick.
Yeah.
Like, if I feel something coming, I just don't stop. Damn. I mean, I tend to eat better.
I respect that. Yeah.
But I just don't. I try to eat better and drink more water, but keep going.
Yeah.
And then somehow I'm good. I've got no answer or reason for that. That's just me.
She's a strong woman.
But strong intestines. That's not the one I'm talking about. System. That's the one. Strong immune system. I have always had a strong immune system, which is beneficial, I guess. That kind of adds to it.
Mine's wishy-washy, I can't lie.
I love that word.
What, wishy-washy?
Wishy-washy.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just like, one day I might not be sick for a time, and then all of a sudden I'm getting hit. Yeah. I got hit with a cold after not being sick for like 6 months. I got hit with a cold, was sick for like a week and a half. Got better. 2 weeks later, I had another cold. I said, what the hell is that?
I know someone that's had a cold for like a month.
A month?
Yeah, wild. Wild, isn't it?
You might have to go to the ER, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It might be something else. It might be a little worm in there.
An infection or something.
I saw a video on Twitter the other day. Apparently, like, people get dewormed. But when I say dewormed, it's like you'll vomit out an actual worm. Yeah, there was a worm in the sink, bro. It was it was doing all this. I couldn't believe it.
What's it called? What's it called?
What, man?
When you...
What the hell, man?
When you eat too much sushi. Yeah. So people eat too much like raw fish and sushi.
And that happens.
It creates something... Oh, Kevin, you're going to make me get my phone out because I can't... Yeah, you eat too much sushi and something grows. I know people are going to be listening to it shouting the answer, but... I don't know what it's called. I can't find it. Oh. Anyway, and it grows worms in your stomach, but it's called something. And like you end up having to like shit it out.
Actual worms?
Yeah, they turn like real life. They turn into actual worms. When you eat, if you eat raw. Oh, okay. I'm gonna. So I watched this TV show. She's
gonna get angry.
I know this is going on for too long, but just this one bit. I watched this TV show called 911, and it's like in America, like the paramedics, emergency services, whatever. Anyway, they go to this person who's got like severe stomach pains.
Yeah.
Turns out because there's a worm in there, and they go.
What's a tapeworm?
Tapeworm.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, and they can be like super long.
Yeah.
How gross.
That's nasty.
Speaking of that, people go on holiday and get that. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, today's topic is kind of about holidays.
Yeah.
So
look at that connection, Jasmine.
But before we go on to that,
right,
on that same tweet, this girl replied, or this woman, saying that she had to get dewormed one time, and she didn't vomit out or go the other way. It went through her stomach.
The belly button.
No, just not even a belly button. Like somewhere in her stomach.
Ate its way out.
It ate its way out. She said she still had the scar. Right. I was like, what
so I don't want to be involved in that.
But I couldn't believe it. She said it ate its way out.
After this episode, I'm going to be Googling that can happen. I do. I want to know if it's possible and how it happens so I can avoid it.
I don't think I bookmarked the tweet.
Crazy.
I'll try to find it and send it to you.
Yeah, gross. Gross.
But yeah, speaking of tapeworms, today's topic
is travelling.
It's travelling. And that could be abroad or it could be within the lovely city of London.
Or just outside your comfortable
zones. Or outside your comfort zones. As, you know, a young black man growing up in the young urban street, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't go everywhere.
Yeah.
I know some people that have, like, friends who are about the same age as them. When I say the same age, I'm talking like 30 plus, who still can't go into certain areas. And to me, that's insane.
Yeah.
How can you be a grown-ass man still unable to go and, like, just walk around?
And you know what's so funny? I've seen this. It's in every country.
What?
The restrictions for men.
It's weird. Like, don't get me wrong. I know I can't just go into the most random area and walk around thinking I'm going to be safe because I don't have any beef with anyone.
Because they'll create it.
Because, trouble will come out of nowhere. Yeah. I could be dressed completely normal and there's likely a chance that I could be in a situation that I shouldn't have been in the first place.
By accident. Yeah.
And it's like, damn. Here we go again.
Yeah, but I feel like the restrictions for you in that sense are a lot higher than mine.
Where I grew up, I grew up obviously in between two rival areas.
Yeah, you did.
Like when I say
you were slap in the middle.
I'm in the middle. People could probably deduce this at some point where I'm from.
Yeah, you are exactly slap in the middle.
I was bang in the middle. And for me growing up, it wasn't scary, I'd say, but it was a bit nerve-wracking sometimes coming home from school.
Yeah. You're very aware of it.
Yeah. Because it's like, many times I had to be like, they come up to me, where you from, bro? And luckily, like, they don't really mess with you anyway. Because like, I didn't give off that aesthetic of I'm in the streets.
And a lot of them are just chatting anyway.
But they'll be like, where you from, bro? And I have to like kind of gauge
who I'm talking to.
And I'll be like, yeah, I'm from such and such. Like, I'd say I'm from that side, from the right side, let's say. Oh, yeah, say no more. And then maybe a month later or the next year, someone else might come up to me. Where you from, bro? Where you from? Yeah, I'm from the left side. Yeah. Say, you bless. But then one time I said the wrong answer. Boy, so I was walking, just came off the bus, coming back from school. This is probably like 4 o'clock. Came off the bus.
Crazy. 4 o'clock. Leave me alone.
It was like a winterish time, so it's getting dark.
Yeah.
It's getting dark. Yeah.
They start early.
It starts early, man. So
that's funny.
So I'm walking through. My mum always said probably try to avoid this route if you can. It's not a dangerous route.
Sometimes it's the quickest route. That's the problem.
But it's not a dangerous route, but it can be a bit sticky sometimes because it's just not a lot of people go through that area.
Yeah.
But it's still busy, but it's not too busy. So I just took the bus this day because I went home with our good friend Tyson. At the time, he was still in our year group.
He was there.
So I got off the bus. So I'm walking, and then 3 of them. At this point, I think I was in year 7. Yeah, it was year 7 because Tyson was still there. So it was year 7.
Tyson was there. You were in 7.
Yeah. So
that means you were little.
I was still small as hell, boy. And they were older. They were like at least I want to say between year 9 and year 10.
Yeah.
Which to a year 7, a 10-year-old is way bigger.
And they're taller and everything.
You're like 14 years old at that point, bro. You're 4 years older than me, going through puberty.
Yeah.
I don't even know what puberty is.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
So walking, 3 of them on the other side. I'm carrying on walking. They cross over. I'm like, fuck. I'm hoping that they're just crossing over to continue on the same route that I am, obviously to keep going the opposite way. They stop right in front of me. Where you from, bro?
I don't know the answer to this one.
I'm looking, and I'm so dumb. I should have clocked because they're walking that way. They're probably from the right side.
Yeah.
I said I'm from the left side.
Do you know what? You should have said Brazil.
I should have. Yeah, but then they would have been, oh, you think you're funny, yeah?
True. There's always an answer. Yeah.
So they're like, what? You're from where? And I was like, I'm from the middle.
Slap back.
Yeah, I said I'm from the middle. I'll tell you where the middle is at after this.
Yeah.
I said I'm from the middle. They're like, nah. You said it first. No, I'm not gonna say they. The one guy.
Yeah.
He said, nah. You said blah 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 first. It's like, yeah, but I didn't mean it, man. I didn't mean it. Like, allow me, man. I'm just trying to
go home.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get home, man. Next thing you know, he's like, yeah. Say no more. He tried to swing. Luckily, he missed. But I think it's because I saw it and it was kind of slow. So
I mean, they're still young as well.
So I kind of moved back a bit and he just missed. And then he tried to hit me again. He didn't connect again. But at this point, I'm scared, bruv.
Yeah.
It's like,
you're trying to hit me in the street.
Bro, and there's 3 of them. But the crazy part is the other 2 were like, nah, allow him. Like, he's
Do you know what it is? Because it's always one. The others are never there for that reason. Yeah. They're just there to act, to show face and act up. But they never really want to do it.
You could tell that, like, they didn't really want that side of the streets. Yeah. Because, especially, like, bro, you saw me as a kid. Like, I did not give off any threatening sort of, like, no. Yeah. So, yeah, he was trying to rob me and everything. I had my Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP in my pocket. He's like, what's that? I said, it's nothing, man. It's nothing.
Leave my games.
Yeah, bro, I had Pokemon.
Kevin will give you the phone. Leave my games.
Luckily, some older man, he happened to be walking past and he came up. He's like, hey, we do.
Yeah.
And then, they walked away. But that's a lot of the stuff that I had to, like, deal with growing up.
Yeah.
That kind of gauging, they're from there. Okay, let me say that. Because if you don't say that, as you lot just heard, you can end up in a very sticky situation, which is sad because I live here. Just because I live here doesn't mean I'm part of what you're part of.
Yeah. And just because you don't know I live here doesn't mean I don't live here.
Right.
You don't know everyone that lives here.
And quite frankly, where we live, nobody owns these houses.
Yeah.
So
they're not yours.
They're not yours.
They're definitely not
houses,
yours.
Bro.
Yeah.
So let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not act like you own these streets.
It is so funny because I remember watching this happen to boys.
Yeah.
Even in my area, and it never happened to. It never happened to girls. No. So like that experience was never there.
You didn't have that same fear.
Yeah, like there was obviously for girls that put themselves in that life. That's your problem.
Yeah.
But for everyone else, you weren't automatically put in that category like the boys were. So like I never felt like I wouldn't go places just based on stories.
Yeah.
Or based on things that had happened because I was always with boys. The stories of those boys. But like I would never have that fear of not being able to go somewhere. Like I would just.
You didn't have to think about it.
I don't think I ever really thought about where I was going.
Yeah.
Obviously, weirdly, the internal fear was there, even though it wasn't gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
Because like I could be walking through my estate, knowing nothing's gonna happen to me, but always thinking, are they gonna do something to me? Or I'd like walk past a group of boys, and then get past and be like, oh yeah, it's not about me.
But then the crazy part is, your fear now is probably a lot more different of like what could happen.
The fear is huge.
Yeah. It's mad how it's done a complete 180.
Yeah. So now there's certain places I definitely wouldn't go.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's
I've never thought about that switch before.
The 180 that is done is mad because the stuff that could happen now is a lot worse than just losing your phone.
Yeah.
That's scary.
The idea of going to places like even now, for example, if I'm going somewhere new, I put it in City Mapper.
Yeah.
City Mapper's telling me to walk through this place. No. let me go that way. Yeah. Whereas when I was younger, let's go.
It's a shortcut. Yeah,
let me go because nothing's gonna happen to me then. Which I mean, in retrospect, it could have.
Yeah.
I could have got kidnapped. Do you know what I mean? Like,
true.
In terms of that, yeah. But that was never going through your head.
Yeah.
Whereas, weirdly, the fear grew. But then also, I feel like when I travel, or I go somewhere new, my fear is men.
I hear that. I've seen and heard a lot of women on Twitter, in real life, say the same thing.
Yeah. Like if I really think about the reason why I wouldn't go somewhere or wouldn't do something, it's always because of a man.
Yeah. And like, as a man, I have to then try and make a conscious effort to not make you
Create that.
or another woman feel uncomfortable.
Do you ever remember when there was like, I don't know if it was just me that saw or something, but like there was something happened in the news, something about women being followed or something along those lines, but there was a whole like thing about if you're a man walking down the street and you notice you're behind a woman across the road.
Across the road, yeah.
I don't know if that was just a phase of time or that's something I
think
remember.
that's still a thing.
Yeah. But like, even that, like, some men just don't.
They don't care.
They don't care enough.
Yeah. And it's because it's hard to say. It's dread because the man themselves know they're not
doing anything.
Yeah. And so in their mind, they're not really thinking about that.
Yeah.
So one time on my road, I really needed to go toilet. You know.
When you're getting close to
yeah,
the
you know when you
door,
get close
coming.
it starts to sense it. So
I've wet myself doing that before.
I've been close. So
Yeah,
I'm not even
I
judge
couldn't get in the door.
you. Just, please,
My door where I used to live had 3 locks.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't getting in.
Oh no, you're done.
Yeah, and they weren't just like the key you had to turn.
No,
you had to
there's-
unlock it.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting in. I peed outside the door. I wasn't getting in. I'm sorry, I wasn't getting in. I've
Do
already.
you know how sad that is? You made it 99% of the way.
I was at the house.
And the final percentage
Yeah,
is
peed.
just the game just crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sat in the bath in shame.
She just fuck. I was so close.
I run the bath. Sat in it. Anyway, sorry. Go on. You
I
needed
hear
to
it.
pee.
No, I hear it because I've been there, bro. I've been
It's
so
not
close,
fun.
so close. Luckily, I don't have 3 locks. It's just the
Yeah, trauma.
maybe 2 if
It
my
was
mum's
the
not
estate
there.
living. Okay.
Right. But yeah, so I really needed to use the toilet.
Yeah.
And this woman was walking so slow, man.
right.
And it's like, all right. Like, I tried to keep a big distance, yeah. Nah, I couldn't, bro. Because it's getting so close to my house.
There's no point. Yeah.
If I cross...
It would have looked even scarier.
Right, now I've crossed and I'm now running towards you. Like that.
Straight
Bro. So,
Yeah.
I really need to use the toilet. And she's walking slow. She's proper just dragging her feet. Maybe she just came back from work or whatever,
Yeah.
but she's slow. I said, no, I'm not doing this. I sped up, yeah, because we're so close to the house. I sped up, yeah. I see her go. I
Fear.
said, man, fuck you.
I've got to go toilet.
I felt so offended because you held me up. Now you're scared. And
I need to pee.
And I need to pee. So I was like, but I fully realized like how scary that must be.
Yeah.
Because my road can get, it's not dark, but
Now your road can be dark.
it can be dark. So I get it.
Your road can be dark.
Yeah, but it's good that I think she recognized who I was and she saw me
Yeah,
going in
yeah,
there. So it's like her fears dropped.
Yeah.
But I understand in that moment where
Yeah.
you don't know who's behind you.
There's been so many times where I've not jumped, but like, you know when like your insides jump but your outside's firm.
Yeah.
Many of them. Yeah, I'm strong on the outside. The inside was like, ooh,
The muscles were clenched.
ooh.
Everything clenched at the same time.
ooh. Many a times that's happened for no reason.
Yeah.
But I turn around and it's always a man.
I get it though.
Like always.
I get it.
Like-
have you seen that video where the guy chases the woman through the streets?
No.
I saw her.
I don't think so.
I think it was an Asian woman and it was a black guy. And then like she turned around and she just like
She just started running.
she started running. And he's crazy. He started chasing
He's
her.
like, "Fuck it, I'm
He's
gonna
going, nah.
Oh my god, I think I might have seen this.
And she goes into like outside the door and he stops. He's like, see, black people ain't scary.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's like,
Yeah,
yo,
I know what you're
freaking
saying.
why?
Deep.
God
But
damn.
yeah, it like the fear is so there, like, and I then have brought that fear with me
Yeah.
everywhere I've been.
Yeah. I
Even,
understand
like,
that.
there's holidays I've been on, and like I'm a very hyper observant person.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's because I've had to be,
Yeah.
or I'm just like that. I don't know if it was created, or I'm just I think I'm observant in general. But like hyper observant
Yeah.
when I'm somewhere else. And I'll tell you, I don't know if I ever told you, when I was in Jamaica, this man was really coming for my life. Did I ever tell you that?
I don't know.
So, I'll tell you. So, when I go to Jamaica, it's fine, whatever. But I went to this market, and so the market's quite long. It's just a straight road. And, like, this man is at the other end. There's bare people. Why can I see you? First of all, he's at the other end, hot. He's wearing like a balaclava.
Oh,
all I can see is this, right?
And he's a skinny Jamaican guy.
Skinny.
I knew it.
Yeah, he's a skinny Jamaican man. Yeah, they're there. Anyway, he's at the other end, and I'm walking. I'm not on my own, but I'm walking, and when I say eyes fixed,
Yeah.
like
For the
fixed,
belly.
and I was like. Because at this point, you've already instilled fear in me.
Yeah.
Like, for no reason, like, nothing's happening. Like, why? Right? So I'm walking now. We're just getting closer and closer. But I'm walking this way.
But is he just standing
He's
there?
standing still.
Ah.
He's standing still. In a big market full of people. You're just standing still, doing nothing. And there's loads of other people here. Why create the fear
Yeah.
in one person?
Yeah.
There, because now when I look back and I think about those situations, I'm like, I can't go there on my own.
Yeah. Now you have to
I
adjust
shouldn't-
your
yeah.
methods of going to that area.
I shouldn't have that fear, because there was nothing scary about the situation. You created it.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing scary. But then from that situation, every time I went to Jamaica since, I changed my clothes. I try and go to certain places and or be there at a certain time.
Yeah.
Or make sure I'm with a certain person.
Yeah.
Like, you've created so many things that I now have to think about.
Yeah.
Like, very first time I went to Jamaica, I took all my holiday clothes. I was excited. Now when I go to Jamaica, I pack my shorts and my t-shirt.
Yeah.
And you're not going to see none of my skin.
Yeah. I remember you telling Alice that as well.
Yeah. Like...
And like you...
Because now I'm passing that to other women.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have to tell my friends, cover up. But I do. Because it's been
sad.
put in me.
It's
From
sad.
the one little stare situation. He did really get close. But, like...
But that's just one thing that's happened that had no outcome, but it caused an entire change
much
of your holiday.
Yeah, so now, whenever I do go traveling, I try my best to go with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do solo traveling so bad.
But it's dangerous. I mean, even the whole situation that happened in India recently. I don't know if you heard about that with...
I feel like
it was a
talking
couple,
about this.
like a Spanish couple, I think.
Maybe it was a
something like
different
that.
one. Yeah,
or a
go on.
Spanish and Portuguese couple, whatever. And like a group of men attacked both of them and sexually assaulted the woman. And it was like, but that's a couple. So
That's
imagine
what I'm
by
saying.
yourself.
And that's why, like, there's so many places I do want to go on my own. But also, is it worth it? Because, like, so I see other people traveling, like, people I know will go somewhere on their own or whatever. And I'll have a full conversation with them about safety. Can I go there?
Yeah.
Can I go there on my own? Like, is it worth me going there on my own?
Yeah.
Why is that the first topic I talk about?
It's mad. But I think also happens with not just on a woman aspect, the race aspect. You got to be like, what's such and such like for black people?
Yeah.
Do they like black people?
Yeah. Whenever we go on holiday, we Google it.
You have to. Because you have to know, like, what kind of experiences you're going to
Where
get.
were we
Are they
gonna
going to
go?
stare? Are they going to be, like, aggressive towards you? You got to know all of these things.
Yeah. We were going to go somewhere and that was like our first Google. But like, you know when you type it in and it's already come up?
Yeah, so you know.
Bare people have typed that. And it's like...
Was it cancelled?
One of them was.
Oh.
One of the countries was like, yeah, it's not worth it. Like, there are pretty places and there are places that you won't feel like that. But most of the time you will. So we just didn't even bother going there. But like, and the thing is, it's crazy because we haven't even experienced it. We're just going
Just
off.
basing it on different experiences.
If somebody else has felt it, I don't want to feel it.
Agreed.
And you're gonna make that choice to not put yourself in that situation.
Agreed.
And we just choose somewhere else. But like,
you're limiting your world experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Because something could happen.
Yeah, but I mean that's how what we go off of in life anyway. The potential risk of such things happening.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not the same in the UK.
Definitely more, but it's because it's
a comfortable.
Yeah, you know the UK.
It could be anywhere in the UK, and I'll be like,
right. It's because you just know you'll be able to maneuver regardless. You understand.
And also there's no like language barrier. There's no transport barrier. Yeah. There's no like societal things that I'm unaware of in the UK. But it's still like, and then there's some places I'll happily go on my own.
Yeah.
Because nothing has ever happened.
We won't say it because you don't know. Some people on the internet could be a bit.
Exactly, but that's the thing. Like, that's why I feel like having conversations with people about countries that you've been to helps, because I could have a conversation with somebody who's been to the same place as me, and we have different experiences. Yeah. But we can create maybe a good experience for them to try again, or go with them. Mm-hmm. We can do it like this way, or we can do it that way. Like when I went to Dubai, I've been to Dubai with 2 different people. Yeah. 2 different holidays.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, if you just go, like the places that I'm scared to go to, I would go again with somebody who's had a good experience. Yeah,
because you'll feel more comfortable that way. Yeah. And they'll know how to maneuver it as well.
Yeah. So I feel like it's all very, it will keep changing. Like the stories will always keep changing. Yeah. But in the UK, I'm like, I'll go anywhere.
No, I hear it.
I'll go anywhere.
I mean, when I moved over to the Twickenham sides for the uni life, that was a very different experience. It went from
from where we grew up to Twickenham.
It went from thinking, what do I say? Yeah, left or right, to not even having to think about that. I mean, one benefit I had, I don't know if it would have been the same for you, but like I felt that whole area, or this whole area, I could have walked alone by myself at any time of the night and not worried about the potential risk of something. But if I do that in the areas we grew up in, I'm still comfortable enough to do it just because I've grown up there. But I really understand what could possibly happen. But doing it late night walks with the friends and blah, 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 it was just so like peaceful. But your experience would probably be different. You might not feel
in a
as
weird way, no.
Yeah. Huh?
In a weird way, no. If I switch it a little bit. So if I, for example, like obviously, so half my family's from Yorkshire, right?
Woo! Pudding.
Yeah. The idea, like for example, when I used to go to Yorkshire when I was little, it was just me. I was the black person.
Right, yeah.
So being in a space from a young age, being the only person of colour, it's very different now. Like Yorkshire's a lot different than it was when I was little. But like, I feel like if I went to Yorkshire now, same thing. I could walk around carefree. Like you could in Twickenham.
Yeah.
Because there's no fear, because we are the fear. Big man thing though.
That is such a fact though.
We're walking around fearless in spaces where we're the fear. That's why.
Yeah. That is such a fact.
That, and like I could go to Yorkshire and feel like no one's gonna touch me because they think I'm gonna touch them.
Yeah. So now it's you're good. You're good, unless
which is horrible to think about. Yeah. But that is why the comfortableness of walking around there is there.
Yeah.
But then in a space where I'm in my comfortable zone in London, I've got more fear walking around at night because I'm not the fear.
Right. You just another fish in a pond.
Regular.
Yeah, another fish in a pond.
Yeah. There are other fears to me that are men. Whereas I don't have that up there.
Yeah, no, I fully hear that.
Which doesn't make me want to be there over here.
Yeah.
I'm still going to choose
Because you're
to
an
be
outcast
here.
over there.
I'm an outcast over there who's sometimes, like, obviously not in terms of racism and stuff, but
Yeah, you're
in
just
terms
different.
of walking around at night,
Yeah, you're different.
I'm an outcast there, but I'm free at night walking around. Whereas I'm not an outcast here, but I'm not free at night to walk around.
Yeah. You just
It's a
another fish.
weird, yeah. You're just a part of the pond. You're a part of the pond.
That is crazy to think. I knew that, but I never put that together.
Yeah.
But it's true because, like, I think I've even told you the story of one time getting on the bus to go to uni.
Yeah.
And I had the one seat by the window. There was another seat next to me. All the other seats were taken, and every passenger that came on afterwards, I'm talking about old ladies, people.
Yeah.
Old people, pregnant people, whatever. Like, it's quite a long distance from that first bus stop all the way to the uni bus stop. No one sat next
They're
to
not
me.
going to sit there.
Not a single person.
No.
Not a single person. And I just thought,
It's kind of nice,
wow.
but also...
It was nice, but I just thought, wow.
Why?
Like, I'm not that far from home. I'm like...
Yeah. We're still...
I'm like 45 minutes away from home, technically. With no traffic, it's actually a 20-minute
I
drive.
actually came across the river.
Yeah.
That's it.
With no traffic, it's like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
25 minutes at most. And you're treating me this way when you're this close to where I live. Like, to me, that's insane. And I don't, like I said, I don't give off that aesthetic of
Yeah.
the angry black man. Or the standoffish black man.
Oh my gosh. If I hear it one more time, I'm going to regret saying it. Oh God.
Yeah, I don't give off that aesthetic, but yeah.
Don't matter.
It don't matter at all.
It don't. Because I feel like, saying the guy chased the woman. Yeah. I feel like that happens to me though.
You chasing
Even-
what?
I ain't chasing the woman. Like, because I'm tall and of colour,
Right.
walking down the street
Yeah.
behind a small little white lady, she's still gonna look back the same way.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
It's just gonna be a little less fear because I'm a woman.
Yeah. And
Still
she
gonna
might
be a
even
fear.
admire you.
Yeah.
She'll be like, oh
She'll-
my God, Wonder Woman.
Wow.
Beyonce?
Wow.
That's what she was. Beyonce? Rihanna?
There's just like a little less fear, but it's still the idea
Yeah.
of someone being behind you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I say that all this, and I still love traveling.
Yeah, you do still.
I still go
You
everywhere.
do. You really do.
But also, I feel like my fear is not as strong. Fear is strong, yeah, not as strong as other women that are smaller than me.
Yeah, you definitely have a genetic.
I have genetic
win
advantage.
right there. Yeah, genetic advantage right
Thanks,
there.
Dad. I have a genetic advantage.
For sure.
In a lot of situations. So it's even crazier to think of the fear
That's some of the
in
other women
smaller
Yeah.
height-wise women have, because like I even feel responsible sometimes when I'm in spaces with other women and they're small and something's happening to
You gotta
them.
protect them a bit.
Yeah, like I feel like, not that obviously it's my fault, but I feel like I have something to do
Right.
because I could take him. She can't. I could take him. I'll try.
I don't ever want to see a video of you just duking
Ah!
it
If I need to, I'll do it though.
I hear it.
Because
yeah.
one time, this is actually funny. Not funny at all. One time, this
it
is
funny or
like
is it not funny?
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
funny. Don't laugh.
Well, I'll try.
Years ago, this was years ago when like could be uni times, but I was on the tube and I was standing obviously by the door. I think it was like maybe one of the district line trains that that looking train with the big square bit in the middle.
Yeah. So
So I'm standing there and the train's kind of full, right? But there's there's a girl standing right by the door. And she's like really in the door. But like, it's not that packed for her to be that close to the door. So I'm thinking, okay, like, obviously this is my hyper observant part. Like, I will watch out for other people in public because I'm not scared to say nothing.
Yeah.
Whereas I know a lot of females that won't say
They'll
anything.
be really reserved.
Even if they're in trouble or anything, they're scared to be loud.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Yeah? If I'm here to save somebody, I feel like a superhero. I'm ready.
Hear that. Yeah.
So I seen this girl and she's like, kind of like, she's got like long dark hair, kind of looks reserved, like looks like she wouldn't kill a fly kind of vibe. So I'm like, okay, I'm seeing her. She's really close to the door. And I see this guy, this big guy, pot belly, like trousers are not really on right, staring her down. And I'm like, nah, this ain't right. He's too close to her. She don't know him. For sure. She don't know him.
For sure.
For sure. That man don't know no one on the train. He shouldn't be on the train, is what I'm saying, right? And this was
because of the pot belly? Is that why?
Yeah.
You know she don't
He
like
shouldn't
belly.
be on my train. For sure. Right? So at this point there was a big spike in public transport harassment.
Right.
When they started making them posters.
Yeah.
So this had happened only a few days before because I'd seen, you know, when you go to the tube station and it's got the big thing that, if this happens, like the sign that they start writing quotes on nowadays.
Yeah.
They used to have things that was like, call this number, blah, blah, blah. We've had a problem, blah, blah. So anyway, seeing this girl, and I've watched her maybe 3 stops, and I've just watched. He's not moved. And he's just staring at her. And she's staring at the door.
She's standing by the door.
She's standing by the door and he's standing here.
Oh,
he's standing here.
Oh,
so she's like, I've never seen someone get so close to a door you can't go no further.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at this point, what's going on? He's now getting closer to her, right? And I'm thinking, And he's gone to touch her, right?
Whoa.
And I was like, I've watched the whole thing. Because I was like, if this goes, I'm ready. Because I've watched it. I've watched you get closer. And then literally, like, he's touched her leg. Like, he's literally maybe like here, yeah? And the door's open and she dips. And I was like...
Was it even her stop as well? Most likely.
Most likely not. And she's disappeared. Like, when I say she was gone so fast and he's still on the train. And I was like, the look I gave the man, Kevin, the look. He looked at me. I said, I dare you. Come, me? You think I'm next? Hey! No, we're not playing that game. But like, that if something had happened,
yeah,
I'd feel responsible because I saw the whole thing.
Right.
And she was tiny. And I was like,
that traumatized her for sure, boy. I can't imagine
what was the need?
Yeah.
So now, not only have you traumatized her today.
That's what I was saying. How's she gonna get back on
the train?
How's she gonna get back on?
How's she gonna go wherever she needs to go? Because you wanted to touch her leg.
If she doesn't have a license as well, now she's gonna probably fork out bare money that she might not have.
You don't know how old she was.
Bruh.
Just because you wanted to touch her leg. Touch your own belly. Why are you touching her leg?
Yeah, but that's an ick for you though.
I don't need to see it. You go home and do that where you belong. Maybe prison. That might be better.
Oh, not maybe.
Prison.
Definitely should be in prison.
And I'm like,
weirdo.
Even things like that, like seeing things like that happen to other people, you could then created a fear in every other woman on that train.
Yeah.
For what? Because you wanted to touch her leg. Is wild. And like all those things like add up to the holiday fears. The fears of going out. The fears of wearing what you want. You can't wear what you want to wear. Because a man's going to want to touch your leg. Because your leg's out.
Because your leg's out. Some men have
just because your arm's out, I don't want to touch it. Yeah. Control yourself.
Some men have no control.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. They're like, was it animal instinct start to kick in?
Animals.
Facts. Yeah, I won't even vouch for them.
I won't even vouch for them.
Them men are weird.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. But then obviously like, being taller, I feel like the responsibility is there. Because a lot of men are smaller than me trying to go for a woman smaller than them. I'll take you. Even if I lose, I'm coming. You know what I mean?
Hey, the bullies are getting bullied.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, I don't do that. If I see a situation like that, I can't just let it be.
No, I agree.
I'll be shouting on the train because what's right is right and needs to stay right.
Right.
So.
Man. I know this topic
I've
can
got
go
your
on
back.
for... She definitely has your back.
Yeah,
just
I got your back.
Look out for her.
Yeah.
Stand
if you
next
need
to
help
her.
on the train.
Just sit next to her, stand next to her. You don't even have to say anything.
I won't do nothing.
Yeah. But, yeah, this topic could probably go on forever.
It could.
We've got a lot of
We could
stories
probably do a
going
part
up.
2 of that.
For sure. But, yeah, let us know if you've had any troubles traveling in whatever country you're from.
Yeah.
Let us know because, you know, life is probably different in Italy, France, Portugal.
Or let us know what countries we should go to.
Bali. You know what I'm saying?
To help our frame of mind.
But yes, thank you for listening. Give us a little like, a little share, a little cheeky subscribe. And yeah, Saskia, what are you going to tell them though?
Love us and leave us.